Hey guys, here's another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. Got a little bit more wiring done today on this 69 EV Beetle. The fuse box came in, so got it in and started plugging in all the wiring that I had previously had in here that was not connected. And I got the wire tubes that go between the body and the headlight buckets. So I went ahead and put those in. Let's see those things. Hard to see because they're black on black, but yeah, they're there. So yeah, got those in, got the headlights in, or not the headlights in, but you know, the wires all connected up ready to go. I think I mentioned before, I'm probably going to do H4 headlights on this car. They're just a lot nicer light and a little bit more modern look with a flatter lens, but I think on this car it's going to fit in really well, and I'm sure the owner will appreciate having better headlights than traditional seal beams. So wiring's coming along. So the next thing on the wiring is actually now I've got to start having the switches and relays and so on ready to connect some of this mess that goes to switches and relays. So the next thing that I worked on today for this car was I dug out the box out of our storage container, shipping container that we have, that we store parts that we're not ready yet for. So went ahead and dug out the electronics for that car and started going through things, cleaned up the bulb holders front and rear. They're actually in pretty nice shape. The front and rear ones are all pretty solid. Clean up, I'll probably clean them up a little bit more, but they should work well. Started cleaning up the switches. They're also cleaning up pretty well. I haven't tested them yet, but we'll find out if they work. But in the meantime, at least I got them cleaned up. They're actually pretty nice. And relay, started taking the wiper assembly apart, cleaned up the wiper motor. I'll go through it, make sure it's working and clean it up a little bit better, restore it so it looks nice. Here's some of the things I haven't got to yet. The headlight assemblies, again, I need these back buckets here. I don't actually need these seal beams because, again, I'm probably going to put H4s in here. But this one was kind of interesting, I thought. Looks like it had some nice wasp nest, or maybe these might have been dirt daubers. I don't know. I don't think we have dirt daubers out here in Southern California. Those of you who are from more of the South probably know what a dirt dauber is. Kind of a wasp-looking thing that builds these, I don't know, little homes out of mud. Dirt daubers. So yeah, maybe this car was in the South or something for a while. Anyway, got to pull those apart and clean them up so that I can reuse the actual headlight holders there. And then the other thing that I got to get onto is the steering column, which is a bit of a disaster. Looks like somebody's kind of sliced and diced the wiring a lot over the years. With respect to the ignition switch and turn signal switch, it's all kind of a mess. I'm hoping that all the electronics in here, the key mechanism and its wiring and the turn signals are available. Otherwise, I'm going to have to clean up this wiring and probably splice in new wiring because it's pretty awful, but not a big deal. Either way, we'll get it taken care of and then clean this thing up and paint it and make it look as nice as the rest of the car. Not sure what we're going to do with the steering wheel on this car yet. We'll probably go with some kind of aftermarket steering wheel, maybe similar to what they have on here now, which I think is a Formula maybe, or something like that. Formuling, whatever. Anyway, yeah, maybe something like this, kind of sporty. Probably not a stock steering wheel since this car is going to be a bit of a custom hot rod. So that was it for the 69. The other thing that I worked on some today was restoring the steering wheel for the 59 Eurobug. So I mentioned before, this steering wheel was actually really, really nice. It had a crack about here on both sides, and then around the ring it had a number of little divots that were you know, kind of banged into it or whatever, that were maybe a millimeter or so deep. So I used a steering wheel restoration putty that you can get from Eastwood, and I took a little grinder and kind of ground out the cracks and the little divots a little bit deeper so that I could pack the epoxy putty in there. Did that, sanded it, and then started priming and so on. So I think it's probably about ready for one more round of sanding and painting, and then I think I'm going to be pretty happy with it. It's a really nice steering wheel, and then we'll go ahead and we'll paint it, and then we'll clear coat it, and it'll look like brand new, and it'll save the customer some money versus buying one that's been recast. And it'll be more cool, I think, because it's going to be a restored original wheel versus one that's been completely, you know, sort of melted down and recast. So that was pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.